Hi, these are your Jesse Mack one word or less comic reviews for July 30th. Non-factor. Disconcerting. Pat. Manifest. Piecemeal. Morassy. Connections. Personable. Touching. Recherche. He's a thesaurus for this one, obviously. Juggling. Frightful. Astonishing.
One word or less comic reviews. Pow!
Funny thing about this is when I read these comics, that I did not care for this issue of Hawkeye. But I think it's because after the way the last David Aja, I think it's Aja, he's Spanish, right? The way the last issue that they did, focusing on Clint, ended, and with how long it's been since that came out, with the delays and such, I needed fireworks. I wanted things to come to a head, and that was not this issue. This was a very quiet, contemplative issue. There's not even talking in a lot of it. Everybody is kind of inside of themselves, doing their thing, but it's brilliant. It is just amazingly done, and I can't deny that. And that's one of the nice things about doing these reviews, is that having to look back through each of these comics and try to look at what I like and don't like. Sometimes you get to appreciate something a little bit more because you looked at it a second time. And I have no doubt that when you read it all, in a collected format, or if you just sit back, if you bought this, read the rest of the issues before and then read this, and I bet it'll hang together much nicer. It's really, really good stuff. Just Fraction knows what he's doing sometimes. This was the first comic I read last week, and I didn't like it. Just straight up didn't care for it. I could tell it was kind of good, but it having to wait so long for a David, is it Aja or Aha? This guy, the guy who draws like this, waiting for another issue from him, months longer than it should have, and with the way the last issue focused on Clint ended, I wanted fireworks. I needed fireworks, and this issue is so quiet and contemplative. It's silent for half of it, but then looking back through it again, it's brilliantly done. Like it is just a wonderful, wonderful comic. And sometimes I do run it. I hit that wall where it's not what I wanted, and so I don't care for it as much. But it's one of the nice things about doing these reviews. Is it makes me really think about what I did and didn't like, and when you can read it all in one big collected volume, it's going to be way better than it was for me. So it's very good. This guy needs to take a shower.